Hello, my name is Neha. I am a PhD student from Embodied Learning and Experience Lab at the University of Florida. Today I'm here to present my work, Curiosity Inspired Learning, Insitu versus Post-Event Approaches to Recall and Reflection. I would first describe the motivation for our work. Often we get questions about processes and things that we observe in our surroundings. Despite having resources like mobile phones and internet, we do not explore these questions that arise from curiosity. The major reason for not exploring these curiosity questions are constraints like task at hand, time limitations, etc. There is in general lack of support for exploring such everyday curiosity inspired questions. Supporting such everyday curiosity can lead to learning new science concepts by exploring information to quench the curiosity. Such learning will also be self-motivated by curiosity. In this work, we explore two approaches for learning from everyday curiosity. The Insitu recall and reflection approach involves exploring the curiosity-inspired question in the moment of curiosity itself. The second approach is post-event recall and reflection. This approach involves capturing the moment of curiosity through capturing the contextual cues like image, time, location, etc., and later recalling the curiosity moment through the cues captured and reflecting upon it. The research question we explore is: does curiosity exploration vary when people explore during the curiosity event versus after the curiosity event? First, we conducted a preliminary study to explore the helpfulness of 8 different contextual cues, namely image, location, object, people, action, temporal, emotion, and physiological, to help recall the curiosity question. A total of 11 participants took part in the study. This study required the participant to visit a few outdoor locations to explore the environment and ask questions that piqued their curiosity. The participants were shadowed by the researchers, and wearable devices were used to capture the cues. Participants were later asked to recall these questions using the cues captured. Results of the preliminary study indicate that image was the most helpful cue in recalling the questions. Object and location were respectively the second and third most important cues. It was also observed that participants were able to recall their questions correctly 78% of the times. Using the results of the preliminary study, we designed the recall interface for post-event approach, with image as the main cue. This interface was called Memory Snippet Interface. This interface allowed participants to recall their curiosity moments using the cues. This interface also facilitated reflection by allowing participants to note down their questions and reflections. Similarly, Notes interface was developed for in situ condition, which also allowed noting down questions and reflection. Notes interface was very similar to memory interface except for the lack of cues. We conducted the main study in a virtual setup due to the constraints posed by the pandemic. In this study, participants were asked to explore the virtual environment and were asked to ask questions that piqued their curiosity. And according to the study conditions, in the in situ condition, participants were asked to explore their curiosity-inspired questions at the moment itself. They used the notes interface to facilitate noting down their questions and reflections. In the post-event recall and reflection condition, participants were asked to capture the curiosity moment through a button present on top of the virtual environment. And later, when they were done with exploring the environment, they were asked to use the memory snippet interface to recall their questions using the cues captured and reflect upon it. Interface allowed participants to note down their questions and reflection. This interface also contained contextual cues to help people with recall. Results of the final study show that participants asked significantly higher number of curiosity-inspired questions in post-event approach compared to the in situ approach. It was also observed that participants reflected significantly higher number of times in the post-event approach compared to the in situ approach. Our results show that providing support for post-event recall and reflection can motivate curiosity-inspired exploratory behaviors. While the institute condition has its benefit of being present in the environment itself, allowing for direct thinking, the post-event approach allowed for more reflection, possibly due to availability of unconstrained time and undivided attention. In future, we would like to test post-event approaches in more authentic situations and over long-term use. Thank you.